So we had seen that equipotential surface for any charge must be normal to its electric field, otherwise there would be some work done and change in potential energy would not be zero. Hence, at each and every point the surface and electric field must be normal, because in normal condition this E dot ds will be 0, because this is cos 90, this is 90-degree angle and cos 90 is 0. Now, so this condition is now proved. After that, let us see what is equipotential surface for other type of charges. The equipotential surface for electric field lines around electric field lines is a rectangle. See how this is done. Let us consider there is a positive plate and there is a negative plate. Okay, there is a positive plate, there is a negative plate. So this one is negative, this one is positive. So you know the equipotential lines start from positive and goes to negative like this. Now what would be the equipotential surfaces in between? What would be the equipotential surfaces in between? So let us say, take the potential here is positive, let us say positive 3 volt, positive 3 volt. That means if it is positive, this must be 0. So the potential difference from this point to this point is 3 volt. Let us say if if we are in the middle, then potential difference would be half of this, half here, half here. So this would be positive 1.5 volt, positive 1.45 volt in comparison to right side. From right it is positive 1.5, from this positive, sorry, negative 1.5. So similarly if we trace, so the potential on whole plane would be positive 1.5 volt. Okay, if we create a third plane much near to this negative, so another plane for that could be positive 1 volt. So this type, in this way we are creating surfaces which are parallel to the surfaces. Hence for an electric field which has lines going through, which has a continuous line going through, straight lines going through, the equipotential surface is rectangle. Equipotential surface is a rectangle, and we can create as many rectangle as we want. Also it is satisfying the another condition, for each and every point on this rectangle, this surface, sorry, this electric field on each and every point on this rectangle, it is perpendicular 90-degree. So it is satisfying this condition as well. If you don't understand, please see it again. So what I am trying to say, let us say there is a positive charge, positive plate, and this has a voltage of 3 volt, positive 3 volt. There is a negative plate, this has a voltage of 0 volt, because if we take this positive, this must be 0. If we take this negative minus 3 volt, then this must be 0. So let us take the positive value. So if these three surfaces are equal distance from this to this to this, so all the distances are equal. So how many times potential has fallen? Once, twice, thrice and 4 times. So the potential have fallen 4 times. So this potential must be divided by 4. 3 divided by 4 means 0.75. So here the potential must be positive 2.25 on each and every point of this surface, because this surface is parallel, this surface is completely parallel, or this plane is parallel to this plane. So at each and every point of this plane, potential must be 2.25 volt. Similarly for this 1.5 volt, for this 0.75 volt and for this 0 volt. So in a way, we are considering the surfaces which have the equal potential for any field lines, electric field lines which are straight. So the field is a rectangle. The field is always a rectangle. So in that case, let us say these things are at very far. So we are experiencing only the field, and this positive and negative charge plates are very far, and we are experiencing only the field because of them. Still we see the surfaces are rectangles. So we have seen the surfaces for any field lines which are straight is a rectangle. Similarly, we can create equipotential surfaces for different configuration. So please make these diagrams. So sometimes in the exam it is asked that what are the equipotential surfaces for a dipole. This one is dipole, a negative charge and a positive charge, and two identical charges, either positive or you can take negative. So again, this could be asked in exam that what are the equipotential surfaces for a dipole and for two identical positive charges. So in this way you can make this. Now we have reached to a much important question. What is the relation between field and potential? So field is simply E and potential is V. So what is the relation between field and potential? So let us see. So again we are considering two equipotential surfaces. This is first, this is second equipotential surface. So we have taken a very small part of this equipotential surface. Okay, so this is our equipotential surface. This is surface A, this is surface B. So consider two closely spaced equipotential surfaces A and B. So we have taken two surfaces A and B with potentials V and V plus delta V. So here potential V, and here it is little bit higher V plus delta V, where delta V is change in V, direction of electric field. Okay, so this delta V is change in potential in the direction of electric field, because we can see it is moving in this direction, and at this the potential was V, and here it is V plus delta V. This is quite simple. At this V, and here it is little bit increased. Let P be the point on the surface B. So there is a point on surface B. This is point P. Delta L is the perpendicular distance. That means the distance between surfaces is delta L. The distance between surfaces is delta L. Imagine that if a unit positive charge is moved along this perpendicular surface from B to A. So now we are moving a positive charge from B to A. So we are moving this positive charge from B to A against the electric field. So electric field in this direction and we are moving charge in this direction. That means we have to do some work. The work done in this process is E dot EDL. So work must be done. So work done is EDL. This work equals to the potential difference. This work done must be equal to the potential difference by definition of this potential. So EDL is equal to, the potential difference is V minus V plus delta V is minus delta V. See, we are moving from B to A. So B is first, B to A. So V minus V plus delta V. So there is a minus sign. Because we are moving in opposite direction to the electric field. That is, E is equal to minus del V upon del L, and since del V is negative, and again if we take mod of del V, so this is simply minus del V because magnitude will remain same. Here E is equal to minus del V upon del L, or we can put a positive sign with the mod.